Sawadee Krap. I have 4 questions, and we have 20-25 minutes, and the questions have not been earmarked. They have not been channeled to one participant or the other. So please feel free to take the floor as you feel more relevant and interested in the different topics. So my first question was maybe first say a couple of words about those products that are protected by GI that you are representing today, and then tell us as GI producers or as representative of GI producers, do you face specific challenges linked to GI protection when introducing or marketing GI labeled products in external markets like Thailand or Southeast Asia? Maybe I could suggest that Nicolas, you could go first if that's okay with you.
Okay, so hello everybody, Sawadee Krap. So my name is Nicolas Brossard. I'm general manager of the group of oyster farmers from France under GI recognition, which is Huitres, Marennes, Oléron. So I represent around 200 oyster farmers, around 25% of the total volume of oyster production in France. And the turnover is around 100 million euro right now. We have a strong strategy to develop our export in Asia. So I was living 2 years in Thailand, for example, to promote and to do any prospection to help oyster farmers to develop their business in Asia. So I know a little bit Asia now, a little bit more, I would say. So if I need to answer to the first question, do you have a specific challenge regarding GI protection? Of course we have. And particularly Thailand and Southeast Asia. I would say that even in Europe, GI approach is quite complex because it's not so known regarding the consumer. So we are faced to brand in general, private brands, as I will take one of the best one, which is Coca-Cola, for example, which is totally opposite to the GI strategy because you can produce Coca-Cola all over the world. So we are totally opposite way of this of the brand strategy, and this is the first challenge that our consumer has to understand what is a GI, what is under this logo. So we are working a lot to explain everything, to try to with simple words to explain what is a GI and what is under this GI, what is behind this name. So in Europe, we have a strong notoriety because we are a very old appellation, but then in Asia, it starts to be quite complicated. So we need, we use in general French organization and also European organization to help us to explain and to be present on this territory. So as for example, we use a GI program called Enjoy in Europe with 1144 program, and this program has 80% grant for any promotional action. And we, for example, this year we signed with Franciacorta wine, we eat Italian wine to do any prospection in Singapore, in Hong Kong, and in Japan. So we have many tools to use, I will say, in Europe, and we are lucky for that, to try to develop and to show our product. We have also another strategy under our GI is to be on events. So I welcome you next week because we will be at TAIFEX Expo in Bangkok next week. So if you want to taste free Hoi Nang Rom from France, you're welcome. And so it's our strategy to be on many professional fairs and also to penetrate consumers through culinary school. So we are also lucky to have many European and French culinary school all over the world. So I train so many culinary schools in the world. So it's a good point. And we also do many events with media, with all over the world. And we try also to do any food pairings we can do. So for example, I was working a few months ago with Trang pepper. So it's a pepper from Thailand. And we can do food pairing and cross pairing with any GI product. And this is very interesting experience. So I don't want to speak too much. So maybe I will stop here.
Thank you, Nicolas. I will now pass the floor to Cláudia and Tatiana, maybe, to tell us more about Fundão and the challenges that you face when introducing or marketing GI label products in Asia. Cláudia and Tatiana, can you hear me?
Hello, good morning. Yes, we are both
hello
here. Good morning to all and good afternoon. We don't export yet to South Asia because we don't have the distributors to do that. And first of all, we are Municipality of Fundão. Our job is to promote cherry of Fundão, and with that, our territory. And for us, it's very important the GI. Because naturally is strong in terms of identity and storytelling, because tell the story where the cherry came from. So it's important to us have this certification, because protects our cherry, and everyone knows where it came from.
Thank you very much. My second question touches on something that Nicolas has already mentioned. So maybe this time I will give the first opportunity to either Cláudia and Tatiana or Marta. It's about the fact that geographical indications precisely a brand. They are not national or global by essence. They are tightly connected to one geographical origin, to local characteristic, to traditional know-how. So my question was, how, as a producer, do you leverage this different type of marketing potential in terms of positioning, promotion, or building consumer loyalty? How do you create a brand story around GI without being a brand?
Hello, thank you for letting us be here. So I can talk a little bit more about marketing. That's really our work here in Municipality. The GI is very important to protect our products, and we use that, the product and the brand, to promote our territory. With all that we can do, the cherries is the flavor, the colors, we try to transport to our territory, and we can connect things. So we have a campaign since 2004, 20 years of campaigns. We registered the brand. We have a small presentation. I don't know if you want for us to show. Our logo has been changing.
I think we unfortunately the time will not allow to have a presentation. But if you mind telling those factors that are attractive to GI approach.
Okay, so we for 20 years we make many actions. We work, we work with other brands known in Portugal. We have several events that we sponsor. We have tourism experiences like trains, balloon flights, cherry picking. People can sponsor also a cherry. Everyone can have a Fundão cherry tree because they can be something like a godfather or a godmother of a cherry tree. So with these actions, we could promote the brand and help, the GIP helps the brand, and the campaign of marketing helps the GI that protects our fruits. So with these actions, we could put Fundão in the map. So many people know Fundão in Portugal and abroad because of the cherry. And with that, we can achieve more to our territory besides the sales of cherry. And we also, in 20 years, we could triple the price of the cherry. And every year we increase in 10% the production of cherry here in Fundão. So.
Thank you very much for sharing. I don't know, Marta or Nicolas, if you want to add anything on this particular question, or we can move to the next one, which relates more on the challenge of counterfeiting. I don't see requests for the floor. So the next question is whether your organization or entities are currently undertaking or plan to undertake specific action to combat counterfeiting and enforce GI rights, especially on online marketplace. Can we find fake cherries from Fundão on eBay? Or is it still not a major threat to your own products?
No, nobody can fake this Fundão cherry because it's a very unique fruit, and we have the symbol of GI that protects this fruit. All the packaging have the symbol of the GI and has the symbol of our territory. So we have that type of protection because the GI was approved in the European Commission, and even in Portugal we have that protection. So it's important to us, for example, if we export to Middle Asia or the other countries, we have this protection from the European Commission. So nobody can fake the Fundão cherry.
They try to, but they can't.
Nicolas or Marta, if you want to add anything about the combating counterfeiting online, or also looking at it from a positive perspective, whether e-commerce and social media can help in better promoting this direct, authentic link to a given geographic origin.
Yeah, so I can speak just a little because we have I will say experience on that point. In fact, I will say that if we have counterfeit, it means that we have a strong value. So we have one of the best example in the world. I think it's champagne, and also a local alcohol called cognac. So they are very strong department to act. I mean, advocates and law department. We are not at this level, but we just won a judgment on e-commerce this year. So I can speak just a little about that, but it shows that with the internet world, that the job is not so easy, because it's so many information, so many sites, and so the job is very, very, very huge. But of course, we are also, I could reverse the question. We need also the power of Europe. We need the power of the country to help us, because it's the challenge for the enforcement is so big. I mean, the capacity first of monitoring, inspection, the complexity also in cross-border enforcement, depending on the GI approach, on GI agreement, the increase of counterfeiting regarding the numerical world. And also, we don't speak about that, but we don't have so much money to protect our producer and our product. So the cost of enforcement, as you can imagine, is huge, legal costs. And also, what is not good for us is the duration of the enforcement. You have many complex administrative procedure. I think, for example, the case we won this year, I think it's maybe 4 or 5 years case. So it's so long, and the motivation has to be strong. the cost is very high, and we always need to be faced to this issue.
Thank you, Nicolas. Unless you have any further closing remarks, I would like to thank you, to thank through you your producers, our member states, all our member states, but first and foremost France, Spain, and Portugal, which are countries very dear to my own heart. So it was a pleasure to have you sharing this experience. We didn't catch all the time, but we catch most of it thanks to you being very concise in your replies, so very much appreciated. I'm going to now give the floor to my colleague Martin.